behalf of the West End neighbours, I want to thank you for taking the time to come review the site with us. As principal architect responsible for the original design, we would love to talk to you a little bit today about your experiences.
This is one of the choicest lots that I haven't seen anywhere else, and I've seen a few cities. We've designed high-rise round towers in Seattle, in Edmonton, and in Winnipeg. This is still
one of the strongest designs. Yeah.
This is the most beautiful spot there is. Beach Towers has the smallest footprint, if you like, of all. This is a deep lot,
right.
600 plus. And we didn't put one suite on the ground floor. We wanted to keep it open because of the view that everybody, whether they walk past or from everybody from the second floor, you don't get 100% view, but you get 50, 60. When it comes to round towers, what you really gain is that you get much more than 180% of the view. Bylaws, as they existed in those days, had a interesting 60-degree vertical light angle.
Okay. Yeah.
That I think that Ocean Towers conform to, and if we could have formed, we would have built all these three buildings in a one big slab and conform to the bylaws.
So what happened?
Well, we had worked on the round tower design before that, but what we suggested is to the city at that time that we will, if they let us relax the light angle, that will and let us go a little higher, that we will leave more space in between, and go a little higher than to compensate for it. Look at it's just a beautiful extension of the park.
Right. Yeah, and that was the intention of it, is to make it feel like a park? Make it feel
well, we asked them to give us the height in return for the horizontal spread.
Okay.
Design influence, of course, is my mentor, CBK Van Norman, whom I met when I was still at university in 1960.
Yeah.
Eventually, when I heard about this 63, I was with another firm when I did the model and everything. So 64, there was a natural place to come to. And we had a good run. We did the Plaza Del Mar. You don't see it here. We did the Pendrell Twin Tower. Ground cover, air, space between, and most of all, separation between.
Between the buildings?
You know, notice I think there's probably close to 80 feet between the buildings.
Yeah.
This is privacy zone. If you want to subscribe to the higher density, the only way is really to go up. Building there is.
Why is that?
Because talk about the skin, if you study the circle, talk about the inner core, it's the most efficient structure you can find.
Okay.
Well, if you talk about the slab or a slob as they call them, with front and back and two black walls, very inefficient, and there's plenty of them in town.
If the preservation of this existing site has merit in terms of being considered modernist architecture and planning in Vancouver, could you just talk a little bit about what some of those values are in reference to sort of what is modernist architecture?
This development, after 45 years, what I've seen, it hasn't changed a bit. It's timeless. This is what architecture is about. Build buildings that last.
From both a
It's
design
so easy.
perspective in a
It's so
construction.
easy to put a coat of paint on and change its appearance. It's so easy to take it down. It takes no time at all. But to build something that lasts, that is worth keeping it. That's worth
Preserving.
working for.
And you feel, we were just saying this when we walked onto the property, you feel that the existing space has been pretty true to the original design.
It looks. I mean, when I look at the building, it looks
impeccable. Good shape.
It looks just the way it was 40 years ago. So-called if I could comment on infill.
Yes.
What is an infill?
Yeah.
Is infill 30+%? I don't call it an infill. I'd call it an overfill.
Okay. So, in terms of,
If
and
you
that
want
is,
to put that in a proper context.
and that is what is being discussed.
That's just
is-
way over
That's the
border.
term that's being used is infill.
Infills
They see it
are
as-
fine and when you
Yeah.
have a coach house in a large lot.
Okay.
When you want to have the infills are all over the place. But not when it comes to 30% of that magnitude. That's not an infill.
Okay.
And that's not dezoning, that's overzone, whatever. I've had a few other designs in other cities, but this is unique.
Yeah.
And to lose it, something that is all the amenities, all the aesthetics of it, for what?
Revenue.
I don't see how you can even, to lose it.
Well, we're working hard to make sure that we preserve the integrity of the original design, and I think also the benefits that it brings to the neighborhood. I think we've all enjoyed being on this podium and enjoyed the space around, and also the views and the air movement. So it's
and now that the
something we all
landscaping,
appreciate.
everything is just so nice.
I have to say it is very well
And
done.
look at look at the space in between. Look at everybody's enjoying the view to the water, to the bay.
Yeah.
Even from second floor, you start putting anything up in front, it's a barrier. It downgrades.
Yeah.
I know.
Final word.
This was a very nice project, and I wish you well.
Thank you very much, Vijay. I appreciate
Keep it
your time.
Keep the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.